How's it going, everybody? Crazy here. I'm back again with another reaction, and I personally feel like this has been a long time coming. Me doing a reaction to another Kittie video. This one being One Foot in the Grave, and I'm pretty sure that there's another music video or two from the album Fire, but I haven't seen those yet. And if I haven't seen it, it isn't there. Ostrich syndrome. Now, I've been a big fan of Kittie since they first debuted in the late 90s with their debut album Spit. And I really loved their album Funeral for Yesterday. One of the few albums that you can, me personally, I should say, that I can listen to front to back without skipping a single track. To me, Into the Black and I've Failed You were kind of eh. Um, but maybe that's because of the lineup that they had with Funeral for Yesterday with Trish Doan as the bassist. Really loved that lineup, and unfortunately, Trish ended up passing away in 2017. They were also on indefinite hiatus at the time, stating that costs for writing music and doing shows was one of the pressures, on top of also the, like, just, I guess, being on indefinite hiatus, not wanting to admit that the band broke up. We kind of saw that with Disturbed before, haven't we? Where they were on indefinite hiatus. We're like, come on, dude, just say you broke up. But nevertheless, there were multiple times that they wanted to get back together, but they didn't feel like it was a good idea without Trish, which I can understand. She was an excellent bassist. Um, but I have seen that they have been doing, since COVID, they have been doing a lot of one-offs and festival shows. And I guess it was inevitable that they were going to get back into the studio and come out with a new album, and this time, Fire. A lot of singular names, I feel, with that one, because you got Kittie, you got Spit, Fire, Safe, whatever. Let's just go ahead and get into the music video, because I'm looking forward to checking this out. Hi! God. Okay, so first off, I'm going to say Morgan, looking as beautiful as ever. I've been watching this woman for 25 years, and I still have the same high school crush on her that I have had since I was in high school. I'm 41 now. What is it about me and Canadian women? I don't know. But, hey, look, there's Mercedes in the background. She's looking pretty good, too. I will say, Mercedes has grown more and more beautiful as time has gone on. When she was, when they first started, I kind of like overlooked her. But you have to also, take a look at the lineup with the original one. I'm focusing on looks because I am a male egotistical pig. But you take a look at Morgan, you take a look at Fallon, you take a look at Talena, and then there's a Mercedes. And I was kind of at the beginning, but I have grown to see that she has her own style of beauty. I have an eye for this now. And to me, it's like, okay, she has her own thing going. And that kind of individuality is definitely a plus. These other two, I don't recognize all that well. But then again, I've been out of the game for a while. They sound just as good as they always have. Like, this definitely reminds me of a lot of the stuff that they came out with from, like the last 3 albums that they have had prior to Fire. Into the Black, I've Failed You, Funeral for Yesterday. Why can't I speak correctly? But it definitely gives me that same kind of feel. and it's comfortable. I'm not gonna lie. Of course, you know, with Morgan, the way that she opened up, Morgan has always been a siren, an absolute siren. You can quote me on that one because I'm pretty sure that you all agree with me on that. Morgan is a siren. It doesn't matter what she says. I am going to gravitate towards it, even if it means it's going to my death. Because that's just how she is with her fucking voice. I can't explain it. Oh my god. That right there, that's what I'm talking about. Like that vocalizing that she does. The vocalizing that she does sends a chill up my spine and attacks my fucking brain. She's always done that. It's always been like that for me. Like, listen to the way that she vocalizes and spit. Like, oh my god, it always takes me back. Like, whenever she vocalizes like that, it always takes me back to how when they first fucking started. Jesus. Damn, dude, that guitar though. Holy shit. That is a very interesting flying V. I don't know if it's officially a flying V, but you know, because I'm not seeing like who made the flying V? Was it Gibson? I can't remember. Yes, screamy music. Rawr! Okay. So it's Mercedes with a microphone. The drummer has a microphone, ladies and gentlemen, but if you've ever watched the documentary on the making of Funeral for Yesterday, Mercedes has a wonderful, wonderful screaming voice. I mean, they both do, you know, but like, it's good to see, like, in a way, like, you have Mercedes in the background with the burn, burn, one foot in the grave. It sounds like just trying to listen to the lyrics, it almost feels like it's talking about some sort of a witch hunt. But that makes sense. Like if you grew up with Kittie like I did, like there was a lot of definite like fucking pagan goth shit that went down with with some of the vocals, with some of the imagery in the music videos and stuff, like Charlotte as a prime example. Holy shit. Wow, I really like the skin on that drum kit. Like purple fucking leopard print. That's dope. But anyways, yeah, like you could see like Mercedes has an incredible range of different styles of scream vocals. Like she's doing the mid scream right here for the background, but like if you listen to Funeral for Yesterday, she does like the low pitch scream, and holy shit. Didn't know that could come out of a woman at all, but then over time, you know, I've seen it happen more and more often with other bands. That harmonizing is pretty good. Okay, so the harmonizing, you listen to the harmonizing. Hi. Anyways, hi. But you listen to the harmonizing is very heir apparent to how they did the harmonizing for Funeral for Yesterday. There's a lot of throwback to Funeral for Yesterday on this, I feel. God, you're hot. Just putting that out there. But anyways, like if you listen to Funeral for Yesterday from front to back, I noticed that the harmonizing vocals were very monotone. They found like the perfect fucking harmonizing pitch for anything that Morgan says. Mercedes is able to harmonize in the same pitch throughout the entire time. And she's doing the same thing and it still sounds fucking good. I don't know why, but it does. Because mostly like the harmonizing is kind of like if you're singing like alto, then it would be like a higher soprano, a lower soprano or a high tenor, and it would match. But like no matter what Morgan's pitches in the vocals, the harmonizing is very flat, monotone, same pitch, and it still somehow works. Like I don't think I know any other band that does the harmonizing like that, and it works. But it works for Kittie. Like everything about what Kittie has been doing, I feel since Funeral for Yesterday has been good. For that kind of stuff. It's like for Funeral for Yesterday, they finally found their spot in a way. But like, you know, obviously when you get to the grassroots, the very beginning of it, it was a lot of very teen angsty vocals and lyrics and shit, which I'm not saying that's a bad thing. That's actually a good thing. To get that out there, because like you're taking that negative energy and alchemizing it into something positive and making a fucking career out of it. I mean, Korn did the same thing. You know, when they came out with their debut album in the mid to late-ish 90s, with their self-titled album, there was a lot of fucking angst and trauma dumping and shit like that, just like Kittie, and they were able to alchemize their problems and turn it into something positive and made a successful career out of it. Kittie did the same fucking thing. Rawr! And I believe that bassist is Ivy from who actually was on Into the Black and I Failed You. Like Trish left after Funeral for Yesterday, but then she came back after the release of I Failed You, and then they went on indefinite hiatus and all the other shit that I mentioned before. Burn! Oh my god. Oh god. Why do you do this to me, woman? Oh my god. See, like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, everything, I don't know. It's like she has a siren-like voice, the Midas touch of vocals, in my view. Like, everything that she fucking spits turns to gold. I'm liking this, I'm really liking this, this chorus. Yes. Okay, so if you've ever seen Kittie live, like, that's it the entire fucking time. Like, it doesn't matter if the song never had any screaming in it, she's gonna scream it. But, like, I love the way that she does that, and I swear, man, I've totally lost my fucking scream voice, but I still try to emulate that. I fucking love listening to her scream. Scream at me, woman. I like this little break here. I mean, that is kind of formulaic, but it still sounds good. Was there a necessary need for the chorus 3 times in a row? I'm going to criticize that. Okay, so maybe it is for that outro part, but still, oh my god. Okay, so I like the song in and of itself, the way that the song sounds, and as I've said before, and I'll say this again, Morgan, I don't know what you said, but I really like how you said it. But like, I did see that the lyrics were written in into the description here, and so let's see. It's very hard for me to fucking gauge this because, like, as of right now, I will say I have no idea what the song is supposed to be about, but I can look it up real quick. Okay. So let's see. Let's see if it has any, if anybody has any explanation as to what. Yes. Okay. So according to, okay. So basically, the song is about coming back from the dead and let's see, it's a feisty, high energy song about coming back from the dead and rising from the ashes, so to speak, paralleling our real life experiences as of late. So that's actually pretty good. That like that makes sense, you know, because like as I mentioned at the very beginning, I was talking about the history of Kittie with the indefinite hiatus, the death of Trish Doan, and they just felt like they couldn't get back in. So that entire time, in a way, they had one foot in the grave. Like reading the lyrics and such. Uh, Let me see if I can understand this a little bit more. Yeah, all the stars have fallen from their place in the night, rise from embers and ashes. We will rebuild the sky. Basically, a phoenix metaphor, in a way, you know. But I like the music video. It's pretty simplistic. The song is very formulaic with the way that it was like the music of it was written. It seems pretty formulaic to have the 2 verses, the bridge, and then 3 chorus, 2 more choruses for the outro, and then ending it with just a little bit of silence and just the vocals. It's formulaic, but at the same time, it's like, you know how the old saying goes, you don't fix what ain't broken. Some people would probably just be like, come on, give me something a little bit more artistic and shit. It's like, look, it's Kittie, it's not Lorna Shore. But like, still, as a fan of Kittie, this is what I expect from Kittie, is 4 hot chicks rocking out and having like some sort of cryptic message behind the music and the lyrics, because that's what Kittie's always done. It's like it'll take me another 20 years for me to finally figure out what the hell it is that they were talking about, unless I Google it, which I just did. Um, but with that being said, I'm glad to see that Kittie's back. I'm glad to see that Kittie's doing their thing, and hopefully we'll be able to see more Kittie coming out with more albums and stuff like that. Look, just like me, Morgan and Mercedes are in their 40s. They're still young. They're still able to kick it. So they have like another good 20 years to do what it is that they're doing. At least in my point of view, but maybe that's just the midlife crisis in me speaking. All right, I'm going to get up out of here. Thank you guys for watching this. If you are new to the channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and check out my merch. If you haven't already, I've got merch available. It should be in my shop. With that being said, I am Kreyz. That was my reaction. I'm getting up out of here. You guys have a good one. Deuces.